Next, I was going to get Andrew Holway from Erastor, who's going to just do a quick introduction here. And then we move on to the Senator guys. And then head straight into the developer talks. They're going to do a back-to-back session just to kind of introduce their product and then talk a bit more about their testing regime. So,
I have one.
oh, excellent.
Are we doing slides?
Oh, I just got
A quick one. I haven't seen any of these slides yet, so excuse me if I'm a little bit... So Erastor. So basically, Erastor started, I think it was 6 or so of the first sort of European resellers in Accenture got together and formed a trade club to sort of get bulk buy discounts for discs and licenses and so on and so forth. And so they are perhaps in Europe the sort of the biggest chunk of experience in delivering ZFS-based NAS. So just a show of hands, who's interested in ZFS-based NAS? Quite a lot. Excellent. Good crowd. Oh, right, closer to my mouth. So yeah, they kind of came to the conclusion a little while ago that there wasn't really a good solution for ZFS-based NAS on the market. And luckily, these guys over here, Senato, and I think Dan and Vadim are over here. So these guys are taking the idea of ZFS NAS and applying some sort of proper developer methodology, sort of extreme programming and so on and so forth to this. And so they are perhaps the best ZFS NAS because of the programming methodology, which is quite nice. And so basically, we've got a lot of experience in delivering this kind of stuff. Ironically, I got taken in to do Lustre, and Ryan found out about ZFS on Lustre. I'd done some Lustre, and actually, our first systems that we're delivering are they're not ZFS at all. They're just Lustre on the EXT3 stuff. But yeah, have we got any slides or? Oh, I can just like. Have you got the? Is there anything or? Which button do I press? The right button. That's that one. Ah, corporate overview. Okay, cool. So yes, we have offices in Belgium, Netherlands, United Kingdom, France, Germany, Poland, Bulgaria, and Italy. And so this is one of the advantages of all these sort of companies coming together and forming this sort of European ZFS cartel, is that we have a very, very European reach. It's not a cartel. No, it's not a cartel. It's very, very. Ryan here is CTO, and he looks after the technology aspects for things. Raul is over here, and he's CEO and our most active sales guy in terms of for Erastor OS. So we're OEMing Senato, and we're calling it Erastor OS. We've learned from some of the mistakes of doing a lot of Nexenter, which is, hey, it works on all commodity hardware. In fact, with Illumos, it kind of doesn't. In terms of making sure the disk lights come on when the disks break, and so we're delivering these in the form of appliances, and we believe that's the best and most supportable way of handling things without charging our customers £50,000 a year in support. So it's fairly standard. I mean, it's a fairly clear story. So we have the Erastor as a solutions. I'm a solutions architect myself, and service provider. And so where's Simon? So, oh, Simon's just here. Simon manages our support operation incredibly well. He's based at the head office in Belgium. And so we have Senato OS, which again is it's an OEM of Senato. It's actually very, very cool. You can download the OS yourself, I think up to 1 terabyte. You can play with it, install it, let me know what you think. You can find me on Skype. And yeah, we really encourage you to have a look because it's very, very pretty. And as well, we have a Lumos underneath using ZFS, obviously. And the hardware, again, we're very, 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 very tight. We really don't want you to use your own hardware or buy any other hardware than what we supply, because the supportability just goes out the window, and then the costs go up, and then everybody has a really bad day. Which is, I mean, this stuff is really core infrastructure. So ZFS is like, a lot of people are using these types of appliances for the back end. I mean, this is all becoming, I think, is it VMware ready yet, or nearly VMware ready, or? So the VMware story is a long and complex one, but in order to manage the VMware supportability as well, or the VMware accreditation, again, appliances. So it sort of works on all levels. But yeah, a lot of people are using these types of appliances for their sort of core infrastructure. And so yeah, we're being very, very careful about what we offer. We're saying no a lot, which is a first in this kind of stuff. Okay, so products. So we have the Erastor 2036. This is a fairly basic box, and it comes with a couple of 6-core Intel processors, 128 gigabytes of RAM, and it's a fairly standard NAS appliance, and you can put JBODs on it, and everybody has a good day. This is kind of interesting. This is a. Huh?
Can I just add that the 2036 works incredibly well with DDR drives in it?
Ah, yes, of course. So if you want a very, very high performance, and so DDR drives obviously give you exceptionally good write performance, and so if you want exceptionally good write performance with your 2036, then yeah, we can work something out. These guys are quite cool. So this is so these boxes is actually a 2U high availability appliances. So it's got Ethernet on the backplane and stuff, and it enables us to do failover in a 2U appliance. And this is very, very nice if you need sort of a drop-in, you know, like 4U or something with a JBOD. Thank you.
That's the EMC killer for the 3000 series.
Say again?
EMC 3000 killer.
Yeah, this will literally destroy your EMC. It will send it into your data center and it will beat up your EMC platforms, no problem. This is the heavy lifter here. So this is the 4200 series. So this is basically a HA appliance, which is HA. This is actually not using. Sorry, what was your name? Sorry, I forget. Grenville. This is Grenville. We're actually not using Grenville's platform. The guys have actually ported Coruscant from Linux, and yeah, it works very, very well. And you can. I was doing some calculations, and I think you can actually put 20 petabytes on one of these. I'm not sure if that's really true. If you filled up all of the slots with, cards, with SAS cards, you could put 4,000 devices on there, which adds to a lot of petabytes. But I'm not sure if that's a completely sensible idea. And the 8024 and the 8424, I know very little about, but there are SSD appliances. So if you want pure SSD storage, then we have solutions for that as well. Press the button again. So support. So we offer 3 levels of support, all handled by Simon. Perhaps would you like to deliver this?
No, thank you.
So we sell Erastor with 3 or 5 year support, and we're quite strict on this. So if you come like, oh, can we buy a year and then maybe buy another year afterwards, we'd rather avoid that because it makes hell with our planning and stuff. And you can read this if this is of interest to you, and then we can move on. Any questions so far? Oh, good. Support portal, we have one of those. It's very nice. Also as well, the documentation. These guys have written really awesome docs. They're actually fantastic docs. And they're free, you can see them on their website. We're actually going to be sort of porting their docs to sort of our brand, to Erastor brand, because we want to sort of make some changes and flip things around. But it's fully available there, and I would advise that you have a look. Also, can I tell them about the API that you're releasing soon, or they're just about to? Oh, you're doing one as well. Okay. Oh, they're going to have a go as well. I didn't realise. And I think that's the end of the talk. So, any questions? I'm not exactly. I was kind of like thrown into the breach, so to say. But yeah, any questions going on? No. Good. Okay. Ryan, over to you. Oh, come on, hit it.
How do you handle the crappy Linux NFS client?
The crappy Linux the crappy Linux NFS client.
Yeah.
That's a good question. Use iSCSI is yeah, that's actually a pretty interesting question. But
Let Dan answer that question.
let Dan answer that question. I think is
Well, it depends on the application. So most of the time we can convince the customer that they can use NFS v free, and unless that's that's possible, then we can have different workarounds of. So that's no definitive answer, but we mostly would like to get them on NFS v3 unless that is really a requirement. But we didn't have I don't think we had any customer that was so keen on using v4, so that wasn't really an issue until today. Yeah. Yes.
So what's the answer to that?
If for locking, well, I don't have an answer.
There's no universal answer, but you don't have
Yeah,
any
no.
specific Linux NFS client or something like that.
No, we don't have any. No, it's just the kernel client, so that's it.
So if you want a quote, come and talk to me. And also as well, I'm doing professional services. So if you want to work out how to integrate your Erastor appliances with your virtual infrastructure, etc., 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 I've been doing VMware and KVM and so on and so forth for quite a long time. So I might be of help. Back to you.
Thanks, Andy.